Hey, I'm back with my Thoughtful Thursdays, and I want to share that at Priya Logo Consults PLC, I've always worked on health and wellness. It's over 10 years now, and now my increased fervor or desire is to work on women and health and nutrition. Now, why I always don't have reasons, but I think it is something that I want to focus. I want to help both for profit and not for profit organizations. And this is a study that I did 3 to 4 years back, and somebody says, hey, is there a white space opportunity in women and nutrition? And I remember writing this line, nothing has changed. And I was shocked. I said, what do you mean nothing has changed? Basically, women do not prioritize themselves. It's the family, it's the children, it is the husband, it is the in-laws. And when you ask them about themselves, they haven't given it a thought. Also, she believes she is the health controller of the family, constantly looking for nutritious stuff, trying to feed the family healthy stuff. And much of it is not in her control because the family always has this give me tasty food, give me variety food. So the only thing she has under her control is the quality of ingredients. And as a brand, and people who are working in the space should think about this. What does that really mean for a woman who thinks of herself as a health controller? And as Sharavan always says, that he's come out with this report, Lady of the House. She actually is a person who is doing the mental math, is very intelligent, and is constantly looking out for the well-being of the family. So the health controller is a very important thing. The second thing that I wanted to say is that she is not prioritizing herself. Okay, so how do you reframe that? For example, there were some working women in that cohort, and they said, if I am fine, then my family will be fine. This cannot happen by creating products. This requires a visionary brand and leadership to teach, educate, and build awareness. I'll give you 2 examples of brands. One is Move, a brand that I love working in, and every time I worked on it, I discovered something. My moment of truth was this woman who had debilitating back pain telling me, who will apply? I said, who will apply? I mean, like your family. And I realized it is so awkward for her to ask her husband or family member to apply the balm on her back. And as a result, she always chose sleep or resting. And that was a milestone where we created communication that where the husband became the caregiver. And we ran that ad, and that's how Move entered the household. Because we spoke to the woman, we spoke to the family, because she was doing this for the family, right? It was not, she was not doing it only for herself. The second example that I want to give you, which always I think is about PNG, Share the Load campaign. And they have dedicated themselves to continue doing this because Share the Load is about changing generational stereotyping. So you have 2 examples of how people have done that. And the third thing that I want to say is that women and health and nutrition is not an easy space to crack. And I'm looking for brands and partners at PLC where we can champion this. We can work together to create the next 10 years where women see themselves as the priority, where women say that if I am fine, my family will be fine. So if you want to be on this journey and this, I think, building this landscape and creating something new, then I'm looking forward to it. So reach out.